Hello friends, welcome to my videos. So in this video we are going to talk about how to get your reference letters when you are self-employed for Express Entry or Canada Immigration. So when it comes to the reference letter, I mean to say the job reference letter, there are certain criteria that you need to prove. The very first is, and the most important perhaps, job duties. So your job duties must be as per your NOC codes. Okay. Then it comes to your number of hours work, or I should say full time or part time. So full time job is like 30 hours a week. So what the process says, if you how they calculate your work experience is like if you are working part time, then they see the number of hours and then they match it up. I mean they convert it into full time with this formula 30 hours a week, and then they find out, okay, how much work experience you have, and it should be paid work experience. All right, now when you work in an organization, so you have structures defined, like you have HRs, you have managers, you have management, everything you have, where you can get your letters, you get your pay slips, you get your experience letter, and all other sorts of documents that help you for your case. But what if you work as a self employed person, as a freelancer? For example, you could be a doctor working at your own clinic, you could be a real estate agent working alone, you could be a software engineer working with clients and doing freelancing. There are so many such things available, and people do. So if they want to immigrate to Canada, so they have to go through this process of express entry. So how would they prove their work experience? There should be some way for them. So this is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, make sure you watch it till the end, because it's very important that you understand what we are trying to achieve. All right, so let's go ahead. Suppose you are working as a freelancer. Okay, so definitely you have worked with individuals. When I say individuals, I mean to say your clients. When I say clients, your clients could be either individuals or companies also. For example, if you're a web developer, so you might be contracting to certain companies. Let's say you might be contacted by certain companies, like let's say 1 month for this company, 2 months for this company, one somebody gave you a task to develop a software for their store, something like that, such things. Similarly, when you are a real estate agent, you are working with clients. So you work with a client today, 1 week later you manage to get a house for them for buying or for rent. There are so many things available. All right, so what you can do, I hope you maintain good relationship with your clients. Get reference letters from clients. So what exactly these letters should contain? These letters should define your duties. For example, if you are a software, if you work, let's say, for a company as a software developer, so your letter by your clients say, okay, this guy worked for me, these were the job duties, like developing software, analyzing requirement, documentation, user acceptance test, all such things. Your uh, your letter must say all these things. And similarly, like if you are a real estate agent, there are relevant job duties. Similarly for doctors, so your client should say, yes, this guy, this person has done it for me. Okay, so this is what and they can even specify the duration. For example, you were contacted by a company for a month, so that duration can be put over there, this, and the number of hours. Yes, every day 8 hours, 10 hours he worked, she worked, all such, like more like your relevant information to prove that yes, you have worked there. Okay, that it that is very important. All right, now second thing you can do is like your pay proof. So when you are contracted by somebody, they pay you. So they pay by electronic transfer or by checks. So you can always prove these payments by your bank statements, or if you have those checks, you can you may have their copies stored. So you have all such evidence. So always try to use that. That is gonna prove that yes, you were paid. Whatever work you did was paid. It was not free. Okay. Next comes your contracts. So if you worked with an organization or even a client, an individual, I mean to say, there should be a contract. Like, okay, this is the work I'm doing, these many days it will take, and this will be my payment, right? So that also you can quote. But as I said, the first reference letter that you get from client, that should include all the, I mean, your relevant duties for your NOC code, so that you get the good attention from the case officer. Next, what else? Like tax filings. If you have got money based on your freelancing services, you will have paid taxes, right? So when you pay taxes, uh, you have tax filing evidence, and this is common almost in all countries, that you can show that, oh yeah, this is what so that clearly says that during this period you file taxes, during this period you file taxes. Suppose you are claiming a work experience of 2 years. If you have paid your taxes, filed taxes, that document proves yes, you were employed because you paid taxes as an employed person. So that is a very good document. Okay. Then you can also use your, if you own, let's say, a business. For example, if you're a dentist and you have, let's say, John Dentist Shop. Okay, so you have it registered somewhere, business registration. So that you can also quote. That will help. And license, like if you were doing any licensed occupation, let's say a licensed real estate agent, a licensed doctor, of course doctors need to be licensed, and anything like that where a license is required. So that license you can that license copy you can use. So that also proves yes, you were registered to work in an occupation. And some of the licenses, I guess, carry your address also, work address and other piece of information also. So it's gonna add more values to your case. Next comes your reviews, feedback, letters. So, like in many occupations, after you do your work as a freelancer, you get some reviews from your clients, some feedbacks. So, these things you can always put that, okay, of course, you would like to put something positive, but it's up to you. But these letters also prove that yes, you have done, and this is what you do. Then comes your, suppose you have a business business card, website, advertisements. So if you have done these things can be quoted as well. That yes, I was doing my business. This was the business card. I rented my. Let's say for you doing your business, you had a physical address that you rented. So that rental agreement also you can quote. If you had any website where you were showing your designs, your work to your clients, where clients were all even booking appointments, yeah, if you had any appointment booking or work track system, for example, appointment booking system logs, because nowadays doctors, especially in their private clinics, use these softwares where clients go and book and they deal everything with system. So these things they can show, and that even proves also, like if I was attending if I'm a doctor dentist, let's say every day I attended 10 patients, so that means yes, I was working. So these logs can be quoted. So these things are very important. And any other document that you think is gonna add values to your case to prove. But the most important document is that you should never forget letter of explanation. In this letter of explanation, you need to clearly write, very clearly. And what I suggest, after you write it, get it reviewed by somebody who you know, and tell him to give you an honest opinion that what they think, because this should be very clear, because your intention is to clarify the things to a case officer who reads the letter. It should be so clear that the moment he reads the letter, the moment he takes a look at some of the documents, he's satisfied, yeah, the person is genuine, the person has genuine, has done these duties genuinely. So it should be very clear to them. So that's why I said, like, we write clearly that yes, I was working in the field under this period, that period. I was full time employed. I mean, you cannot say employed. I was working full time. Let's say 8 hours, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and this is proved by the following documents. I have letters from these clients. I work with them. This, I have my business registration. I have my website. I have the proof of pay, saying these are the things I included. Like, it should be in a very good order, and it should prove every point that is required for your application, that is required to prove your work experience for your application. So do not forget to include this letter of explanation. So that's how it works. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a like and comment, and if you have any concern, any question, any query that you want to ask me, please go ahead and ask. And if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.